Hi guys, welcome to day 7 of the Happily Organized Challenge. Today we're going to be talking about food storage, and this is where we are using, we're using this now to store all of our food. We used to have our food in the kitchen in a cabinet, but we needed that space for something else, so we decided to purchase this freestanding cabinet from Target. It was fairly inexpensive, and it is now housing all of our food. The bin at the top is our bread bin. So I will show you first how we have the pantry organized, and then I'll get into our bread bin. Okay, so here's our food cabinet. As you can see, things are just kind of placed in there. I don't have anything, cool containers and that sort of thing. Basically, I just needed a spot to house our food and, to be able to get to it easily. So I have kind of separated different food items on each shelf. So the first shelf here houses most of our breakfast. We have our cereal. We do have a couple different crackers. This is just like a hot cocoa thing. I've been using these chia seeds in yogurt and smoothies and that sort of thing. So I keep those up there. Pop-Tarts, and then just syrup. The second shelf has more of our snack stuff. So we keep the bulk of our crackers here, chips, and then this bin has a lot of our, just junk food snacks. So gummies, granola bars, that sort of thing, rice cakes. And one thing I do to save space is I take those items out of the box and just dump them into this bin. It really helps save the space because we're not having all of those boxes in here. Instead, all of the contents fit right in that box. Underneath there are just some wasabi peas. My husband loves those things, so I just keep them in there. And then this shelf down here houses most of our pasta, so I keep a lot of our pastas here. This actually came from the Dollar Tree. I really like this because you can stack them on top of each other. So the top one has our potatoes, onions, garlic, all of that. And then underneath here is where I keep our spice packets, and let's see, chili things and buffalo wing stuff and steak marinade that in the packets. That all goes there. These are bouillon cubes that I make a soup with those bouillon cubes, so I keep those there. And then this bottom shelf here has canned goods, which I have to go to the grocery store, so usually I do have quite a bit more stacked up, and I just kind of start stacking one on top of each other. And then our spaghetti sauce, and then this is just our salt, pepper, vegetable oil, olive oil, vinegar, and then just some extra spices. I have a spice rack that I keep the majority of my spices on, but the extra ones just kind of go here. Okay, so this is our bread bin, and I have been using a bread bin for a while now. It is a great way to kind of contain all of your bread and sandwich making items without it taking up counter space or cabinet space. You can easily put it, I had it up on, I keep it up there on our food shelf, but you can also use a bin over your fridge to keep it in. And it really, like I said, it just kind of corrals it all together, but it's not taking up valuable space. So I not only keep my bread in here, but I also like to keep sandwich making things. So my peanut butter, I like to keep my fluff, which I did a video on this a while back, and I mentioned fluff, and I thought everybody knew what fluff was, but apparently it's just in the New England area, I guess, that people make peanut butter and fluff sandwiches. It's basically just a spreadable marshmallow. And I don't know, I grew up eating them and my kids like it, so we always have fluff in the house. And I keep it in here along with the peanut butter. I have cinnamon here, and I do a cinnamon and sugar for the kids a lot of times on bread in the morning. So I just mix the sugar and cinnamon in this container and keep it in there. And when I need to get, to the bread to make sandwiches, I already have the items that I would need to make the sandwich right in the bin. So it's saving me a step from having to go into another cabinet and get the peanut butter, the fluff, or the cinnamon, or whatever. So if you have an area above your fridge, or if you have a cabinet or, food shelf like I have that you could put a basket in and your bread and your sandwich making items, it really does save time on you know, making your sandwiches and that sort of thing. It just seems easier anyways. Okay guys, so that does it for day 7 of Happily Organized. This is my food storage and organization. A few tips that I would have on this is to, if you don't have enough cabinet space and you're not blessed with a pantry in your house, you can find one of these freestanding cabinets and store your food in this, kind of make a makeshift pantry. And to save room in the pantry area, you can take your items out of, like, you know, prepackaged things like this, or individually packaged items like this, out of the box and into a little bin to save on space. You're not having to store all of those boxes. And another tip is to get your bread and sandwich making items into a bin or a basket and place it above on a shelf or over your fridge, just to save space and to make your sandwich making process a little bit easier. So thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you're having a great day, and I will see you tomorrow.